very good morning. It's been a pleasure to meet all the safety professionals in this forum. On behalf of OSH and on behalf of IINVTY, we have been welcoming you all for this presentation on how to integrate ESG on the holistic approach of climate. So it's going to be a very interesting session. If you have been going to invest your time on 20 minutes, I can able to share my experience on how to integrate the buzzword called ESG. I hope many industries have been talking this, how to implement ESG, how to ensure that, and where I can able to start. So we have been going to start the session. First, what is IINVTY? First we have been going to ensure that how to start this ESG, how to understand this ESG framework. To start with this ESG is not only going to become a most important buzzword, we have to understand that the right framework and also the right step is always very important to ensure that where we are going to start. It's not like that of getting a kind of ISO certification. Lot of things, lot of strategies has to be developed based on our 2 years experience on ESG implementation on more than 10 plus firms, and also based on our experience on ESG training for more than 50 plus sessions, I can able to give these insights. First we are going to discover, first we are going to give the base of this session. What is going to be the outcome of this session? The outcome of session is going to be these 3 parts. Starting from, we are going to understand what is ESG global framework, how the global firms, how the US, UN have been working on this ESG global framework. Next, I have been going to share about the secret mantra, how to start with this of IINVTY ESG framework. The objective of this session is going to be how we are going to integrate ISO standard with ESG. Is it right? Because every firm you will be having your ISO 14, 45, 21001, 27001. How to integrate this? Because most of the time I have been hearing that, sir, already I have been having a lot of certification. Is it going to be 10 plus 1 certified? No. I can able to tell you how well you can able to integrate this. So first, the key pillars of sustainability, ESG standard, socially conscious. I have been used a word called socially conscious. What is socially conscious? These 3 pillars are going to be the most important pillars, which is going to be drive your entire organization, starting from environmental. What is environmental factors? Very simple. In what way as a firm I am going to contribute to the environment? The second thing is, as a contribution from the environment, what is the contributing factor from the environment towards my industry? So there are 2 objectives. How I am going to contribute to the environment in both positive and negative way. The next one is going to be how the environment is contributing to my business. You have to consider these 2 things. Next we are going to consider about social factors. As a big brother, as an industry, how well I am going to take care my interested parties, my employers, my suppliers, all the interested parties. Who are my interested parties? Based on my decision, who are going to be affected, based on their decision, whether as a firm I am going to get affected or not affected, both the way, positive and also in negative way. The last one is a governance factor. The governance factor about the top level management, about the policy making, about driving the policy. These 3 factors is going to be the key pillars of sustainability, ESG. All these 3 factors is going to contribute for the development of our entire industry. This is a global framework, very important thing, my dear friends, my dear professionals. Here you can able to see 3 layers. Starting from global goals. Why this ESG have been given this kind of importance suddenly after COVID? Is it right? Before COVID, yes, it's been there, it existed, but after COVID, it's like a buzzword. Why? We are going to see that it starts from the global goals. It starts from SDG, Sustainable Development Goals of UN. Next, it's been started from PRI. This PRI Greenhouse Protocol, it's been a part of the Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals, we have been having 17 Sustainable Development Goals. you can able to see that after the session, whenever you have been coming across any kind of policy, the sustainable development goals will be there. Is it right? The base is going to be sustainable development goals. In this sustainable development goals, next is going to be reporting framework based on sustainable development goals, because the main objective is every country has to ensure that they are compiling with this sustainable development goals. So they have their own kind of reporting frameworks. In India, we are having our reporting framework BRR, BRSR. Like that, each country is having their own framework. Next one is going to be the regulation. In India, the regulation is SEBI has been regulating our reporting framework. Is it right? So reporting framework is very important. As an industry, I always ensure that as we have been going to operate from India, make sure that you are into BRSR reporting. See that reporting framework, then see that the guidelines, all the things will be get set by our regulation SEBI. So this is starting. Next reporting framework, next is known as our regulation. Exploring the ESG landscape in India, very important thing. Many of us have been even discussed with me, after COVID we got ESG. No, my dear friends, it started from 2007 to 2010. Initial talks have been on based on this ESG. 2011 to 2015, the ESG principles into corporates and regulatory landscapes. Slowly ESG started moving into the industry frameworks. 2012 is a landmark year of introducing BRR to the top 100 listed companies. They told that business reporting framework has to be submitted by top 100 companies on 2012 itself. Then starts on 2014, comes under our CSR law. I hope many industry would have been aware of this. The CSR law has been coming under the second pillar known as social pillar. Next, 2016, very important thing, SEBI publishes green bond guidelines. Many organizations started to wake up on 2016 only, because this green bond guidelines gave lot of frameworks based on the environmental. Next, 2021 is the landmark year. We have been going to discuss about this business sustainability and business reliability and sustainability reporting. This BRSR, we are going to see that. Before that, we are going to saw about we are going to discuss about ESG component. What is the ESG component? My dear friends, a small disclaimer here. I have been listed out only the importance parameters based on these three pillars. It is not the final list. It is not going to be the final list. Based on environmental, you can able to see that the pollution, water consumption, energy consumption, waste management. How well I have been handling the waste, the important factors, the social factors. It's been starting from how well I have been taking care of my employees, the labor laws. It's been talking about the health and safety. In this health and safety, I can able to add the most important factor after this COVID. The international, ILO is asking about psychosocial element. As an organization, you have to always ensure that not only physical hazard, as a organization, it is your responsible that psychosocial element has to be measured. It is not mandatory, but it has been given as a guideline supporting of ISO 45001. We are going to see that. So all these parameters are there. Then our governance part, governance starting from anti-bribery, about how well we have been disclosing our audits, what is the frequency of the audits. In my experience, I always tell that this part, the third part has been the most strongest part in our country. Is it right? I hope everyone can able to accept. Comparing to other countries, this part is a very, very solid part throughout the world, which we can able to say that we have been in a very safe way in the governance system. Already we are having lot of frameworks there. We have to work a little bit on environmental and social part. Next, we are going to see about National Guidelines on Responsible Business, NGRP. What this NGRP is going to do with this? What this NGRP is going to do with the ESG? Very simple, my dear friends. Earlier slide we discussed about three components. These three components have been further, it has been elaborately given in this 9 principle. It is the principle which we are going to follow in BRSR reporting. It's a very proud moment for us. Even I can able to tell you this. Okay, our BRSR framework is one of the pioneer work which has been done as of now throughout the world globally. We can able to give a clap for our country, I think, okay, in this moment. Okay, because, okay, why? Because no country has been telling that ESG disclosure is a mandatory. Is it right? Even US is not telling that. But we from 2021 told that top 1,000 companies has to mandatory they have to disclose this BRSR. So it is a proud moment for us. Okay, it's a kind of a proud moment for us. Even you can able to see that the 3 components have been elaborately it has been given into 9 principles. The first principle about how well as a business you are having transparency and accountancy. Second principle is talking about as a firm you are doing your product, are you doing your service, is it safe? Third is talking about the respect to your interested parties. Fourth is talking about the stakeholders. Fifth is talking about the labors. Okay, how we are going to ensure that the human rights have been protected. Sixth is very important, talking about the environmental protection. Seventh is talking about in what way as an organization you are developing your policy. What is the base for that? Eighth is talking about inclusiveness, very important thing. As an organization, I should not have a motive, only I have to grow. Is it right? Everyone has to grow, even the nearby village, nearby school, how well I've been contributing to that. So the 8th principle is talking about that. The 9th principle is talking about the consumer importance. As an organization, whether I've been into this consumer importance or not. Same thing, I've been done this framework. The 9th principle, I've been mapped with the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG. The pillars are 3, ESG. India has been elaborated into 9 principles. This 9 principles, again it is been mapped with our Sustainable Development Goals. Here you can able to see goal number 1. It is linked with principle number 3, principle number 4 and principle number 8. So it is elaborately done. So we are having a very solid framework. Once we have been implemented in a right way, we can able to ensure that lot of good things has been happening to our industry and also to the society. BRSR, we are going to have 3 sections. Earlier we had 5 sections. Here we are going to have 3 sessions. Next we are going to have 2 format, essential indicators and leadership indicators. Leadership indicators, as of now 2023, it has been a optional one for the industry. You can able to fill or you cannot able to fill, but in my knowledge, after going into a lot of research papers and also based on the various policy, by 2025 it's going to be mandatory for all the firms. Next, there are 140 questions are there. Previously there are 59 questions only. Here previously there are a lot of qualitative metrics. There is no quantitative metrics. What is quantitative metrics? When I have been used this term quantitative metrics, many of my participants have been telling that that's all, hereafter we are being going to be captured. Yes, we all have been we are all going to be captured. So we are going to have quantitative and qualitative metrics also in this 140 questions. The last one, as we are going to submit our balance sheet, we are going to submit this BRSR reporting also. So it is going to be mandatory. It's for a good it's for a good cause. So BRSR reporting, business reliability sustainability framework, what this be saying is going to have 3 sections, session A, session B and session C. Session A is about the general information about your organization. Session C, session B is talking about what is the process, how well you have been doing on, all these principles have been putting together. Class C is been further, it has been divided into some of the parameters are very essential. It is going to capture all your principles. Starting from principle number 1 to principle number 9. This leadership indicators is a voluntary thing. As an organization, if I want to disclose, yes, you can able to disclose. But my humble submission to all of you, my dear professionals, make sure that you are having an eye on this leadership indicator also now onwards. Because today it may be it may be a voluntary thing, but tomorrow it's going to be a mandatory. Are we having a strategic plan for this? Even I can able to tell you whenever we are going to discuss about how we to implement this, I can able to tell in a furthermore, in a very depth way, how we can able to implement this. My dear friends, when you are going to implement this ESG, always ensure that don't concentrate on the 140 questions. Okay, many of us have been seeing that. Sir, you only told that, okay, there are 140 questions are there. Now you are telling that don't concentrate on all the 140 questions. Yes, there should be a materiality assessment. For example, if you are going to handle with, okay, if you are going to be an oil industry, okay, your main focus should be based on what are the questions related to this. Okay, in this 140 questions, what are the indicators we have been contributing more? If you have been going to concentrate on the 140 questions, surely you can't be able to, okay, attain the benchmark itself. So there should be a materiality assessment. Next, you have to have your baseline. The rule is saying this, but I am not meeting this. So how well I can able to improve upon? That is the third step. Objectives and the goals. Objectives and goals not for 140 questions. It's based on the first step. You are going to conduct a materiality assessment. Next, you are going to have the gap analysis. The fourth step is about the gap analysis. How well you are going to fill that gap. Next, about ESG roadmap and framework. This is the fifth step you can able to see, my dear friends. Don't ever start this fifth step at the step number 1 at all. We can't be able to succeed at all. After doing these four steps analysis, genuinely you are going for this ESG roadmap and framework. Then you are going to have your measurement of key performance indicator. Key performance indicator, where you are going to get the key performance indicators you have been getting from the step number 3. Next, the key performance indicators has to be aligned with your strategic goals, aligned with your objectives of the ISO. ISO 45, ISO 14, ISO 9001, ISO 27001. The last one is the progressing framework. My dear friends, at least 3 months once, make sure that you are having a review with this. Because most of the time, as a IINVTY audit wing, we are facing that we are setting the things, but not based on the frequent review, the objective has been lost. So make sure that how well you are going to integrate. Even I can able to share you in such a way that make sure that whenever you are going to have your surveillance audit, put this into. Okay, put this into, so there will be a framework to measure, monitor, analysis, evaluate. So you can able to at last you can able to achieve this. So the last 2 minutes, how we are going to do this? Already I have been told our IINVTY framework. Make sure that you are aligning this with different ISO standards. Starting if it is going to be pillar number 1, it is starting number ISO 14001, ISO 14064, very essential standard. Nowadays, this ISO 14064 is being the buzz of the moment. Next, ISO 14040 about LCA, life cycle assessment of your product. Last one is ISO 50001. Next, we are going to continue on our pillar number 2, starting number 45001, 26000, 2040, 14001 and 22301. Social security, business continuity. This business continuity only ensures that after COVID, all the organization want to ensure that are we having the business continuity or not. The last thing about the third pillar of governance, we are starting from ISO 37001, 196000, 22301. This ISO 31000 is one of the essential standards, my dear friends. If you want to implement, get the utmost benefit of this ISO, it may be ISO 1445, it may be ESG, any framework, make sure that you are having a complete knowledge about 31000. As of now, from IINVTY Training Wing, we would have been completed more than 150 session on this ISO 31000 itself. So it's one of the most important session. So we have been coming to the end. This is the reliable sources. I can able to share you the slides. Okay, from this we add. Okay, on this moment, I want to show my gratitude for OSH India and also IINVTY Research Wing, because they are the persons. Okay, actually it's a 2 days model which we have been doing on 2 days workshop. They made it possible to present it within 20 minutes. Thanks for that. And as I told you at the end, thanks for being thanks for joining here for development of our country. Because whenever the ESG is not only going to develop our industry, it's going to develop our entire nation. Feel proud for that. Our terminology of ESG is essential for your system growth. Is it right? ESG is going to be the buzzword. The ESG is nothing but essential for your system growth. Thank you. Last 3 A's, accept, adapt and apply. ESG is going to improve our system. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.